So I bought a lot of tech in the last couple of months, and if I'm being honest, a lot of those items eventually end up sitting in a corner somewhere, lost. So you buy something because it looks good and you think it's going to be really useful, and then you convince yourself that it's going to completely upgrade your setup. But then a couple of months later, you end up completely forgetting about it. But these tech items are different. So these are 8 budget tech accessories that I've actually bought, but I actually use. And if anything was to happen to them, then I would actually consider replacing them. So most of these accessories are under £50, and a lot of them are actually cheaper. And I've tried to add a variety of tech, so desk accessories, tech essentials, and also items that I actually keep in my bag. So let's get into it. So let's start with the oldest tech item on this list, and this is the JBL Flip Essential. So I've had this for a few years now, and considering how old it is, it's probably one of the best examples of a tech item that I would 100% consider buying again. So it's got Bluetooth 4.1 and it's got around 3000 milliamps of battery, so it should last up to around 10 hours. It's also IPX7 waterproof, so getting it wet is not something that you need to worry about. So you know you have an older product when it has a micro USB port. So a lot more modern tech uses USB-C for everything now, but despite all of that, I still use it. So I use it around the house, I use it in the garden, I use it when I'm going on holidays, and for its size, I've actually been really happy with how it sounds. So it's actually quite loud compared to what I originally expected. And even after owning it for such a long time, I've never really felt as if I've had to replace it. So would I recommend going to the shops or going online to find the specific model that I have? Probably not, because there's much more newer models out there. But so that's slightly different to what I'm asking in this video. So if it stopped working tomorrow, would I go ahead and replace it? Absolutely. And that's because I actually use it compared to it just being sat in a corner somewhere looking good. And that's exactly the reason why I've added it onto this list. So next up is the TECKNET wireless ergonomic mouse, and I paid somewhere around £15 to £20 for it. And it might actually be one of the easiest products on this list for me to recommend. So I spend a lot of time on my desk and I'm using for mouse for sometimes hours at a time. And I've actually got some expensive mics like the Logitech MX Master 4. But what I like about this product is the actual shape of it and the fact that it is cheap. So rather than having your hand sitting completely flat like a lot of older mouses, the ergonomic design, it puts your hands into more of a natural handshake position. And personally, I find it a lot more comfortable, especially if I'm sitting on a desk and using a mouse for a couple of hours. So this ergonomic mouse has multiple buttons. It's got a side wheel, wireless connectivity using a USB receiver, and it also has 2 Bluetooth options, meaning that you can connect it to anything that is Bluetooth enabled. So there's actually nothing that is actually complicated about it. All you do is plug in the receiver, turn on the mouse, and then start using it. So the mouse itself can't compete with anything like an expensive Logitech mouse. And if you're looking for loads of customizable buttons and software features, then this mouse probably isn't the one for you. Because for around £15 to £20, that isn't the actual reason why I bought this mouse. I wanted something that is comfortable, that worked properly and didn't cost me £80 to £100. So I also wanted something where I could be a bit more carefree with it, so I could just throw it into my bag and not be concerned in regards to scratches and so much more. And if mine broke tomorrow, then yes, I would 100% replace it. So next up is an item that has spent a lot of time in my bag recently, and this is the UGREEN 65-watt Nexode GaN Charger. And it's not one of those exciting products until you actually start traveling with it. Before having this, it was very easy to carry a charger for my laptop, another charger for my iPad or any other device. And all of a sudden you just have a bag full of chargers and cables. So this gives me 65 watts of power from a relatively small charger, and that's enough to relatively charge all of my devices that I carry with me. And you've also got multiple USB ports, which means I can carry just one charger brick for different devices rather than carrying separate bricks. But there is one thing that you need to know. So if you are going to use all 3 ports, then power is going to be distributed between all 3 of those ports. So you're not going to get 65 watts in each single port if you're going to use all 3 at the same time. But that shouldn't be an issue, or for me, that personally isn't an issue. If my MacBook needs charging, then I prioritize that. And if I'm charging my AirPods or my iPhone and I'm charging it in the evenings or in the night, then that isn't normally important anyway. So one thing that I do like and appreciate is that it's got a foldable UK plug. So if you put this brick in your bag, then you don't need to worry about the pins sticking out, which can sometimes be annoying. And that's exactly the reason why I will buy this product again. So the next product is something that permanently lives on my desk, and this is the FreeWolf K68 mechanical keyboard. So I bought this myself for somewhere around the £20 to £40 mark. And originally I wanted to buy a compact mechanical keyboard that looks good and doesn't cost that much. And that's because mechanical keyboards can get a bit pricey depending on the specs that you get. So once you start looking at different switches, custom keycaps, aluminium cases and everything else, then you can easily spend over £100 or even £200. And for my next keyboard, I actually did not want to do that, but this keyboard actually surprised me. So the K68 has a compact layout, which means it takes much less room on your desk than a full-size keyboard. And you can connect it wirelessly rather than having a cable run across your setup. The thing that I care most about is how it feels when I'm typing. So there's much more feedback from the keys compared to a standard laptop keyboard. So mechanical keyboards are quite subjective because some people like it and some people completely hate it. And that's because of how it sounds and how big it actually is. And if you're really into mechanical keyboards, then something like this isn't gonna really impress you. But this is not really who I think this is for. So this is for someone who wants to try a mechanical keyboard, who hasn't used a mechanical keyboard before, and for someone who wants something that looks quite impressive on their desk. And considering how often I use it, if I was to lose this product tomorrow, then yes, I will buy this again. So this is another accessory that solves one of my biggest frustrations with modern laptops, and this is ports, and specifically a lack of ports. So this is the Belkin USB-C Hub, and something like this is essential if you have a lack of ports on your laptop, just like mine, where I don't have an SD card reader, I don't have a HDMI slot, I only have 2 USB-C ports, and all you need is just one connection that goes into your laptop, and the hub gives you all of the access to a number of different ports from there. It comes with a HDMI slot for an external display, it comes with a couple of USB-A's and USB-C's as well, and so much more. And for me, probably the HDMI port as well as the USB-C ports are probably 2 of the most important ports for me. And that's probably what I like most about the hub. So it's not doing anything fancy, it's just solving a problem that a lot of laptop manufacturers have created. So the only negative thing that I can think of is that if you have a setup where you need a lot more than what your USB-C hub can offer, then I think you'll probably need to upgrade to something like a Thunderbolt docking station. But those can cost hundreds of pounds, and a USB-C hub is a completely different product. So it's small, you can pull it in your bag, and if you just need a few extra ports, it does that job without overcomplicating things. And that's exactly why I keep one of these around with me. So number 6 is probably the most creator focused product on my list, and this is the SmallRig P108 Pro. So this is a compact RGB WW light, so you're not just stuck with a standard white light. So you can adjust the color temperature, so depending on what you're filming, you can make a light much more colder or much more warmer. And because it's full RGB, you can completely change the colors. So if you want a bit of blue, a bit of red, and another color somewhere in the background of a shot, so you can do that without having to set up much more bigger lights. And you've also got a variety of light modes, so you can see what you're pressing rather than just guessing. So despite this being more tech focused, I don't think you need to make YouTube videos or Instagram videos in order to find something like this useful. So you can use it for video calls, you can put it behind your monitor as a small background light, and so much more. So the battery lasts about an hour and 15 minutes if you're running it on full charge. And as you can see, it has a USB-C port, which I really appreciate because it means I don't need to carry a lot of these other cables around with me. So the only limitation that I can think of, besides the actual battery, is that this is a small light. So because of that, I wouldn't think about replacing something like a key light with something like this, which can't light up your entire room. But that isn't what this is for. The benefit is that because it's small, you can keep it nearby. So I can put it on the top of my camera, I can mount it onto a tripod, I can put it in my bag or even in my pocket. And because I'm making a lot of content now, if this stopped working, then yes, I will have to buy this again. So this is probably one of the least exciting accessories in this video, but I like the concept and it's really fun to use. So this is the UGREEN USB-C to C fast charging retractable cable, and honestly I got it for one specific purpose: cables, because cables can be messy. So with this, you just pull one cable out, and then when you finish, you just pull it back in and it retracts. So this extends to about 1 meter, so there's still a lot of cable there for normal use. And once it's retracted, it takes up a lot less space. And most importantly, it's just a convenient cable. It supports charging to up to 100 watts with compatible devices and chargers, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna just plug your phone in and expect to get 100 watts output. So your actual charging speeds are dependent on the device that you actually use and the charging standard that they support. So this pairs nicely with the charging brick that I mentioned previously. So this is one compact charger with one compact cable. So this covers quite a few of the devices that I take out with me. So is this going to replace all of the cables that I have? Of course not. So this is £10 compared to other USB-C cables that are a lot cheaper. But for me, it's the whole concept around it. It's retractable, it's less messy, and it's easier to find in some cases. So this is exactly the type of product that I didn't think I needed until I actually started using it. So this is probably the least exciting product on the list, but it's a laptop sleeve. And there isn't really that much for me to say about this product because it's just a sleeve. It's not really tech, but this is probably one of the products that I've owned the longest. So whenever I take my MacBook somewhere, this normally comes with it. So on top of the padding inside the actual sleeve, it has a red kind of suede material inside, and of course it has several other pockets where you can keep multiple other devices in there, like your USB-C hubs or additional cables. And overall, because I've spent around £15 to £20 on this and it's protected my MacBook, which costs thousands of pounds, then of course this is an essential and this is 100% worth it. So if anything happened to this laptop sleeve or a laptop sleeve in general, then yes, I would replace it. So these are my 8 budget tech accessories that I've actually purchased, that I actually use, and if anything happened to them, then I would buy them again. And that's the whole point that I wanted to get across in this video. So it's more about how these products fit into my actual setup. And some of these products aren't going to be right for everyone, but for me, it solves specific problems that I used to have. So let me know in the comments which one of these items that you actually have or you might consider buying. And again, if you've liked this video, then why not like and subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing out a lot more tech videos in the nearby future. See you in the next one.